Hey everybody, what is up? It's Frupcup here, and today we're going to be talking about hatred. No, not the emotion, the new game by Destructive Creations. Basically, you go on a mass shooting in some black and white overhead shooter because you hate everyone. I put a link to the trailer in the description, and you should watch that first if you haven't seen it already. Now, there's some controversy about this game. Group 1 says it's too violent because it's a game about a mass shooting, and well, you play as a hate-filled murderer who has no sympathy, even for orphans. Group 2 calls Group 1 hypocrites because they didn't have a problem with GTA or Postal, yet they are just as violent, and you play as a mass murderer. I fall into Group 1, but wait! Before you call me a fraud and a hypocrite, I have a problem with GTA and Postal. I think they're too violent for my tastes, and I would feel dirty playing them. I'm not going to criticize you for playing them, unless you're like 5 and playing Grand Theft Auto. I honestly don't care what you play. That being said, the reason I hate hatred is not because I think it's too violent, but rather because of the negative press it'll get that will translate into more drama in the gaming industry. People always say that school shooters often played video games. You know what else they did? Breathed oxygen. In fact, oxygen was involved in every single crime ever. You know, we can't be having our kids breathing this stuff. Killers and rapists breathed it before they committed their crimes. There's obviously a connection between oxygen and violent crime. Obvious sarcasm is obvious. Just think about the ages of most shooters. Teens to young adults mostly. Video games are very popular with teens and young adults. I'd say at least one half of people in this age group play video games more than once a week. It's pretty easy to find people who play video games because they're a popular pastime, just like how breathing is something everybody does. That's not all, though. In light of the recent Marysville Pilchuck High School shooting, Anita Sarkeesian posted this. It's not a coincidence it's always men and boys committing mass shootings. The pattern is connected to the ideas of toxic masculinity in our culture. And we need to seriously address connections between violence, sexism, and toxic ideas of manhood before boys and men commit more mass shootings. Now, these are her words, these are not mine. And just wow. First off, how insensitive is it to relate a shooting to your political agenda the same day it happens? She didn't say, "My condolences go out to the victims and their families of the recent shooting." She goes on and blames misogyny. Second, she says it's toxic ideas of manhood? Since when does shooting people make you masculine? Never once has anyone directly or indirectly told me that killing people in cold blood would make me a man. And it's not always men. Take Eileen Wordnose, I don't know how to pronounce her last name. She killed 7 men between 1989 and 1990. And before a feminazi says, she killed that guy because he raped her, I need to say 2 things. 1, she was a prostitute. And the 6 other guys she killed didn't rape her. It's not toxic masculinity, because if it was, women would have no reason to kill. It's mental illness. According to Capital Punishment in Context.org, the year of her trial, Eileen was found to be suffering from a full-blown delusional system and having borderline personality disorder with paranoid features. And if you don't believe me, watch the video in the description. Oh, and she's a woman, so that disproves Anita's statement that it's always men and boys. She also says we need to address the issues before men and boys commit more mass shootings. So she wants to ignore the issues that would lead a female to commit a shooting? Oh wait, she thinks only males kill people. So how does this relate to hatred? It does in 3 ways. First, the internet is already in a fit because of the 2 groups arguing in full caps lock about the ethics of a game about killing people because you can. Search on YouTube hatred and you will see pages and pages of reaction videos to the hatred trailer and videos titled "Has Hatred Gone Too Far?" or similarly named videos. I'm fine with people sharing their thoughts, But when people are name calling and bad mouthing other YouTubers because of their opinions on a video game, it becomes a problem. Second way, major news outlets are obviously going to call this game out as too violent and a danger to our kids, despite doing absolutely no research. I'm so tired of seeing people say video games make people violent despite all the studies saying they don't. You can go to Review Tech USA's channel and watch all the videos he has about the studies saying video games don't make kids violent. And to parents, there is a rating on the box of the games you buy your kids. Do your research before you buy your kids a game. And to kids, ask your mom or dad before you play a game at a friend's house. My parents aren't the same as your parents, but from my experience, mine are usually more flexible about games when you're at a friend's house. So if your mom and dad don't let you play Call of Duty at your house, maybe you can call them up and ask them if you can play Call of Duty at little Jimmy's house. Usually they'll say yes. Third way, feminists are going to point out how it's a guy killing all the people in the game, yet they will still complain that there aren't enough female lead characters in video games. Heck, feminists will complain about anything. Another male president? Patriarchy. Scantily clad warrior princesses in MMOs? Objectification. Guy complimented my shoes? Sexual harassment. Boss shook my hand at a business meeting? Rape. Tupac coming back from the grave? Misogyny. Oh, and Destructive Creations, the guys behind Hatred. I have one special request, that if you do this, I will be able to die in peace. Please, please make the lead character a female, or even just an option to play as a female. Give the feminists what they want. Another lead character that's a female in video games. But instead of a hero saving the day, it'll be a mass murderer. It'll piss them off, but they can't complain because they got what they wanted. So please, please, I beg of you, do this. In conclusion, gaming already has enough drama. Don't make more. Gaming is about having fun, meeting new people, having an adventure, not yelling at people over the internet. If you want to play Hatred, go ahead. If you don't have to. If you want to use the code to create scripts to hack the Illuminati, NSA, and David Bowie's personal computer, I'm not stopping you. Okay, maybe on second thought, don't do that. Anyway, that's going to wrap up this video today. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share the video with your friends. And I'll see you in the next video.